That Gemini moon up there got me thinking, y'all. And you know, Geminis love information and Scorpios love to think. Deep think. So we working together tonight. Okay, this light. Maybe because I don't normally put on foundation, y'all, and I guess I didn't blend it right because I'm not a makeup person, but I was tired of them dark circles under my eye. I'll look at the makeup tutorials after whenever. But I guess I did extra when I did the red because I don't know where my eyeshadow makeup is. Feeling very dreamy yet restless. I guess that's the beginning of Pisces season and the last day of Mercury retrograde. So anyway, welcome to Addicted to Astrology with TMZ. I'm playing Rihanna because it's her birthday. It's first day of Pisces season. But this isn't about Pisces, lucky me, because y'all know I'm struggling with the whole Pisces vibe, the lower vibe. So today we're going to celebrate the higher vibes of Pisces. We're going to hope that those who I have trouble with, or myself, deal better. But today is not about Pisces or Aquarius. We're done with Aquarius. Y'all got enough time too. Today is about another transit happening. A very significant transit, as they all are. Transits matter. The Pluto in Capricorn, we cannot leave alone because Pluto, no matter how dwarfed and small and dismissive y'all are about poor Pluto, my ruler planet, one of my ruler planets, because the other one is Mars, I share with Aries, but Pluto solely alone belongs to Scorpio and the 8th house. So we're talking about Pluto transits, and the transits we're talking about have to do with all the cardinal signs that we didn't get to talk about the other day. We talked about air signs and, those are elements. We didn't talk about the cardinal mode. We talked about fixed mode, and we talked about mutable mode, but we haven't talked about the cardinal mode. So cardinal signs are Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer. So while those signs will have their moments with Pisces, especially Capricorn and Cancer, we cannot go through transits without discussing Pluto squaring all your cardinal placements that are in 25 degrees and up. Because Pluto is at 25, it'll be at 25 to 28 degrees most of 2021. And if you're like me and my oldest 2 children, you probably have, especially if you're a fixed sign, if you're an Aquarius, a Taurus, a Scorpio, or a Leo, you more than likely have cardinal placements. My son has 4. He's a Libra stellium. They're all over 25 degrees. My daughter has 3 planets in the 12th house in 25 degrees. I have my Libra ascendant at 25 degrees on the nose. So it's a lot to work out. As I finally studied houses more this week, houses are life situations, and God knows, Pluto knows about life situations. Pluto has to deal with everything Scorpio and 8th house, occult, death and rebirth, sex, all the subconscious things that Neptune and Pisces wouldn't dare go that deep into. But we're gonna go deep into today. So, speaking of the occult, one last thing. Peace out, Rihanna. So, I just like to thank my Taurus daughter who's working on her overall responsibilities we're going to discuss a little bit briefly so you can read your own. This lipstick is staining. Looks gross. It's the Gemini moon too, y'all. So I'm giving a lot of information, but trying to tie it in quickly. So let's get busy. In order to know what you're dealing with this Pluto transit, okay? When I say Pluto transit, this is Pluto aspecting other placements on our birth charts. That's how we tell horoscope. That's how we know what your future is going to be, or what your day is going to be like day to day, or your week, or your month, or your year. And now we're talking about years with those who are, for instance, Libra suns, 25 degrees and up. The reason my son has a Libra, his Libra is at 28 degrees is because he's the second day before it turns into to Scorpio. So he's 2 days before Scorpio. He's October the 21st. Scorpio starts on October 23rd. So his degrees with the sun is in the last 2 days. So that's why he's at the 28th degree. Because the only next day you have is the 29th, and you go into Scorpio at 0 degrees. His sun is there. His moon is at 25. Okay. He was almost a Scorpio moon, which would have been, whew, but him as a Libra moon is tough too now. Then his Venus is something in the 25 and up range, as well as his Mars, because those are his Libra stelliums. So going back to me, you know, a lot of what I'm studying also is to find out how these placements in my own birth chart have to do with my children's placements. So let's just talk about mine really quick. For example, again, you're welcome to go to other videos that I'm gonna start posting and organizing based on ascendants, the different planets, the sun, the moon, the houses, the transits, as well as the aspects. The aspects, again, are square, conjunction, trines, sextiles, oppositions. Today we're talking about mostly oppositions and squares. So anything in Libra and Aries are squaring Pluto and Capricorn, because Pluto's in Capricorn. Anything in Cancer is opposing, because the opposite sign of Capricorn is Cancer. So, for instance, my ascendant is in Libra at 25 degrees in my first house, because your ascendant starts your first house. That's why it is important to know the time of your birth, to know your houses as well as your ascendant, because you know your ascendant by the first time, and wherever your ascendant is, that's where your first house is. Mine is in Libra. Generally, it's near your sun sign. All right, so the first house, I have a stellium personally in. My first house, everyone's first house, is the house of self. It has to deal with, especially ascendant, it has to deal with how you present yourself to others, your looks, your demeanors. It's where you value yourself, or it could be where you don't value yourself, especially if your house is empty. Houses, again, have to deal with life situations. So this house has to deal with how selfish or selfless you are. Okay. Again, my ascendant is in Libra at 25 degrees in this first house, and I have a first house stellium, so I have the first house in the planet, the sun, the planet Venus, as well as planet Uranus. I put these notes together, still wanting to work off the top of my head. So with my ascendant in the sun and the first house having to deal with yourself, it also has to deal with emotional memory. It also has to deal with personal issues. So overall, the sun has to deal with your overall. Overall, I am confident about who I am, what I am, and what I represent. However, at 43, I was not like this back in the day. Back in the day, I was not confident about who I was. Back in the day, I felt like, well, as a child, you don't really have too many feelings, the same feelings you have as an adult. But I did not like who I was. I looked to other people and liked who they are, and I would, behind the scene, kind of act out people. That's why I was so into movies and stuff and videos, because I liked to act out how confident others are until I got the confidence in myself later. And it took a minute, y'all. It may look like I'm confident, but it really took a minute. Those who know me since like dance class and stuff, those who were in my dance class or back in even like before I would say high school, I was the shy one. Nobody could get anything out of me until that one last day of dance school when I just stood up to my dance teacher, and everybody remembers that. And I stood up to her again as an adult. Anyway, and she was a Capricorn. She is a Capricorn. Anyway, the first house I also have in Venus. So Venus, the planet of love, beauty, finances. So again, I'm the one now who thinks I'm all that, thinks I'm beautiful. I'm definitely cute. I'm definitely the one with the cuteness. I'm definitely the cute one out the group. You know what I'm saying? When somebody says you're so beautiful, I'm the one that says, yeah, I know. Tell me something else, very cocky. However, the opposition sign of Aries is Libra. So I could be thinking, or I used to think, everyone else was beautiful except me. Everyone else had money except me. Finances. Remember, everyone else had beauty except me. Style, grace, and I didn't have it. Until I got that confidence together, until I got that ego together. Then it's a little bit off the chain now, I will admit. Uranus in the first house definitely is like the revolutionary, the rebellious. So again, I was not rebellious. I was a good little quiet mouse back in the day who did what I was told. And then as soon as I realized I didn't have to do it and I could be independent, which is another characteristic of cardinal signs, then that was the thing for me to do, be rebellious. I mastered that planet in my first house, I think. All right. But emotional memories, good or bad, are unforgettable with first house. So long story short, Pluto squaring my first house, or definitely it's opposing it, because the first house rules Aries, so Libra is the opposite sign of it's not squaring it. So Pluto is opposing my ascendant, meaning that there's some good or bad characteristics that I need to work on, specifically like the confidence piece and the ego piece. It's like both sides. I'm confident now, but I need to work on the ego. The first house is assisting me with this. Moving on. This Pluto transit squaring the things that I have in Capricorn. Okay, sorry, reverse. Pluto is squaring my Libra ascendant. I don't know why. I just read. Mercury retrograde, the last day must be the strongest day. And then we still have the shadow period for 2 weeks. I'm lost. I am talking about the 4th house and my 10th house. So my 4th house and 10th house are both at 28 degrees. And those are definitely opposing because Pluto is in Capricorn. It's opposing the 10th house in Cancer, which has to do with work and me releasing. I'm sure I've been talking about this to myself and possibly others all my life, that I need to release certain things about work. Mine is at 28 degrees and 57 minutes, so it's at that critical mark, 29 degrees, the last mark. And tonight I had to force myself to do this episode and not go out and make money, even though I made good money Thursday night. I did not make good money last night, so I needed to rest today and work on something else that can build up my finances, which is something I'm working on, right? From this transit, from Pluto in Capricorn squaring my Libra ascendant. Then the 4th house, I have Capricorn in 28 degrees. So since Pluto's in Capricorn and my 4th house is in Capricorn, those are actually conjunct. They're blended energies. The 4th house has to do with my emotional stability and my domestic situation. So tonight again, I took time to sit with my kids and talk to them about their own birth charts, actually, and tell them what I'm going through. I noticed on what I need to work on, and that is my emotional stability and my household. Then I looked at their charts. Okay, just really briefly sitting with my son and telling him overall he needs to deal with the transforming his Libra ways, building how he relates to others, you know, the way he balances his love through the family and through he has 3 sisters and he's the only boy. We talked about that. Balancing his relationship with me and his dad, who are divorcees, right? And have been in constant battles, but however, we're doing better too, Taurus and Scorpio. And those are just examples of how I'm working on me to help them work on them through this transit, this Pluto in Capricorn at the 25th degree to the 28th degree in 2021. So, this transit is the only way to the new life that we want, going back to the conjunction we just had with all the planets in Aquarius, and this being the age of Aquarius, and this being the new world that we're stepping into, the whole collective. So while Pluto in Capricorn is also transforming and transiting, it's transforming because that's what Pluto does. It's a transformation planet. It's transforming the government because Capricorn has to do with the government, okay? It's transforming the world because Capricorn, again, is ruled by Saturn. We discussed Saturn so much that y'all should know. Please, Saturn has to deal with reality. Saturn has to deal with the world, the government, the father figure, the masculine energy, the grandfather energy, the structures, the rules, the regulations of life, and it's being broken down. And whether you think astrology is real or not, you can look at the fake news even and see that the government is breaking down, and it's not going to stop because people think things are going to go back to normal. Last year we should have known things are not going to go back to normal. Okay, how can we go back to the normal way of life, whatever that was or is in people's minds, with so many secrets coming out from even Pluto in Capricorn? Again, Scorpio, Pluto, 8th house has to deal with, 12th has to deal with secrets too, but 8th house has to deal with those deep, deep, dark secrets, those occult secrets, the secrets that are mysterious and nobody wants to talk about, those uncomfortable secrets, you know. This is serious, this is real, and dare I say it, in my hometown of Washington, D.C., where I am right now, there's many secrets coming out. This city may be broken down all the way to the swamp. But anyway, that's off topic. So all in all, I want y'all to realize that, especially if you need help, I'm still available. I'm going to start doing phone consultations for $20 and written out ones for $40. Okay, prices are going up slightly because I did just go from $35 doing birth chart readings and writing them out for $35, but now I'm offering, if you don't need the written out one and you just want to hear it, if you're audio learner, then we can do a $20 30-minute consultation. It could get longer. We can discuss more about pricing. Okay, so let's get busy with this transit. If you need to know your degrees to see if you have any Pluto in Capricorn transits affecting any of your cardinal signs, if you are Aries, if you are Libra, if you are Cancer, if you are Capricorn, if you're any of those signs, or as your main sun sign, or if you know the rest of your planets and you have some in them, I'm sure there's a lot of Pluto and Capricorn, not Pluto and Capricorn, Neptune and Capricorn people out here, especially the millennials. So I'm sure y'all got that there, and that's huge too, especially having to do with your dreams and the way you perceive things. Okay, so check me out. TMZ, teaching everyone abundantly, empowering many. Zakia, enlightening every day. And I'm getting ready to make a few videos about the aspects now, so stay tuned. Peace.